Welcome to another exciting episode on the Pro Foodpreneur series. In this series, we have been interviewing legendary food entrepreneurs, successful food entrepreneurs, and also, the market disruptors who come with innovative business models. And in today's episode, we are going to have a very candid conversation with Mr. Naim Tabriz Khan, the founder and CEO of MyFoodMyPrice, which helps restaurant owners pre-plan their orders and also the customers to pre-plan their orders, and also giving some benefits and compliments to the customers and creating a complete win-win ecosystem. I have here with me now Mr. Naim Tabriz Khan. Hello, Mr. Naim.
Hi Karthikeyan, how
Welcome
are
to
you
the
doing?
show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Naim, tell me from where this idea of My Food, My Price really came to you. Did you face, is there a trigger behind this through a pain point or something?
There most certainly was. I still remember when I started the restaurant business 5 years back during COVID. I had just left tech after 22 years with Dell Technologies and Philips Medical Systems. COVID gave me the break to start the restaurant. We were contemplating, it was Diwali, what kind of discounts can we give to the customers
For your restaurant, right?
for my restaurant.
Hmm.
We started a restaurant called Biryani Palayam, and it was Diwali the next day, and we knew we had to give certain discounts to increase our sale and attract more customers. But having reduced the price and having done very aggressive marketing to publish our deals, that night we sat trying to understand how much quantity of biryani should I get ready for the customers who are going to flood in tomorrow, right? Whether it is double of the normal production or triple, or how much is it going to be. Basically, not knowing how much extra quantity of preparation to make was a big pain at that time, because we screwed up really bad. We prepared double the quantity of what we would normally do, but double the number of customers came, so we couldn't really handle the demand at that time.
Even though you prepared double,
We prepared double of what we normally prepare every day. For X number of customers that it would have been sufficient for, we had 2x the number of customers.
double, more than double
More
of
than
double.
double the number of customers, right?
Wow.
So the marketing worked, but we were not prepared with the knowledge of how many customers were going to walk in.
Correct.
Right. So not knowing how much extra quantities to prepare was a big pain, because we were able to convince some customers to stay behind. We told them second batch is getting ready, but by the time it got ready, the customers left, right? So we ended up wasting a lot of food that day. So preparing in anticipation of sales is a double-edged sword, right? You either fall short or you sell out early, right? You don't have enough to provide to the customers who are walking in, or you over prepared and it's time to close, no more customers are going to come, but you still have 5 buckets of biryani left. So you either sell out early or you end up wasting the food. So the next festival, I think it was Christmas time, we planned a little bit better. We said, okay, this is the deal. If you want to make use of this deal, you have to pre-book, right? So customers called us, WhatsApped us, responded to our social media posts, and they made the payments to take the deal. And we knew exactly how much additional quantity to prepare for the next day, and it worked like a charm. And we kept repeating that formula of pre-book, prepay, pickup. Right?
Wow.
After 2 more years of repeating this formula every festival season, it dawned on me, why does this formula have to apply only on festive seasons? Why cannot this work on every single day, right? Because the only formula is pre-book, prepay, pickup. Every family has certain occasions where they know they need food for X number of people on a future date. It could be a birthday for their son, it could be an anniversary, it could be a corporate team meeting as well. So when you know that you have a need for food for X number of people on a future date, can this formula not work? So as that is their Diwali in a sense, right? So they pre-book with us. We know that this order is there that we need to prepare extra for, and when we do that, it is not a blind incremental preparation. It is incremental preparation based on data of these pre-orders. So there's no chance that this will go waste. So that's how we started on this journey of My Food, My Price, where we are transforming the way food is prepared and consumed. We want restaurants to prepare extra food in a smart way. We want to ensure fair pricing for the customers, and we want to create a world where no good food goes waste.
Wow. No good food goes waste. That is
Exactly. Yeah.
out of you. You spoke so long, but what I loved is no good food goes waste.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. That's our
Because
vision.
it takes a lot of effort for the business owner to plan, source, prepare, and there is a whole culinary team that is involved. And
Mhm.
after putting so much of effort, you don't want to waste that food, right?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. You saw a pain point in your own restaurant and you solved it for yourself. And then you thought two things you have thought is what I could understand. One is like why this should be pre ordering, why this should be festive specific,
Yes.
right? Because festival is a common thing, but celebrations like birthday, gatherings, team meetings, etc., is very generic. So you saw a business opportunity there, right?
Yes, exactly.
That is one thing. And the second thing is why I should restrict this idea to my brand. Why don't I give
True.
it to the industry, right? It's great to see that the ideas are born from problems, right?
True.
So it's a great thing to know. Now, why did you keep this name called for this whole concept and the app?
Mhm.
Why did you keep the name as My Food, My Price?
Okay. So basically, the crux of our solution is that any pre-booked quantity that you are going to incrementally prepare is going to cost you less,
Hmm.
right? Because let's say a restaurant produces 20 kgs of biryani every day, and you have a pre-order for 5 more kgs. In order to produce that additional 5 kgs, you're not going to prepare the 20 separately and 5 separately. You're going to bulk prepare in one batch of 25 kgs. The entire 25 kg of biryani preparation is going to have the same taste, quality, the signature flavor of that restaurant. But the additional 5 that you prepared along with the 20 has not costed the restaurant anything extra in terms of labor cost, rent, electricity, maintenance. None of the OPEX that applies to the original 20 preparation applies to the incremental preparation that you are including because of the pre-booked orders. The only out-of-pocket expense for the restaurant is the raw material cost. So essentially, you can price the pre-booking items at much less than the regular sales price of your menu items and still make the same profit. Let's say, usually the selling price equation is 40% raw material cost or food cost, 40% OPEX or fixed costs, and 20% margin. That tells you where you need to price this item at, right? So when you incrementally add based on pre-orders, and just because you increase the quantity of preparation, it doesn't incur any operating expenses. Your new sales price calculation equation becomes 40% raw material cost plus 0 OPEX plus 20% margin, right? So essentially, you have the entire operating expense that you can remove from the original selling price and accept pre-bookings at that reduced selling price and still make the same margin as you would have with the normal menu cost. So essentially, any cost above the raw material cost is profitable for the restaurant. So we created a unique price discovery system where the restaurants would start a base price of, let's say, 100 rupees profit over their raw material cost, but the customers are invited to discover a price that seems fair to them over and above the lowest price that the restaurants can go through.
Great.
Right? I can probably tell you this better with an example. In my own restaurant, one chicken biryani bucket has about 550 rupees of raw materials in it. I know because I know how much I put in, right? If I sell it for 550 rupees, I recover the raw material cost, but I still have to run the restaurant.
Yes.
Assume it costs me 5 lakh rupees to run the entire restaurant for a month. I need to recover parts of this 5 lakhs from sale of each and every item.
Yeah.
Right? So if from my data, from my statistics, I know that I need to recover at least 400 rupees from one bucket of chicken biryani to make ends meet, and eventually it all adds up to the 5 lakh of my operating expense. So the production cost of that 4 kg of chicken biryani bucket becomes 550 raw materials plus 400 operating expense, which is 950. So if I sell it for 950, I recover all my expense, but I don't make any profit.
Correct.
So I add a 250 rupees profit margin. It tells me that I need to sell this bucket at 1200 to make a 250 rupees profit. Now assume my plan is to prepare 20 kgs of biryani tomorrow, and I get one bucket of pre-order for tomorrow, right? So I prepare 21 buckets, which means I added 550 rupees more of raw materials to get that one additional bucket out.
Correct.
But it has not costed me anything extra in terms of labor cost or rent, electricity, maintenance, right? So the total production cost of that additional bucket is only 550 rupees.
Correct.
So the selling price equation is 550 plus 0 OPEX plus the same 250 rupees profit tells me that I can accept the pre-booking at 800 and still make the same 250 rupees profit, right? Now we can go a step further and make higher profit than normal case of unpredictable sales. I can say that the pre-booking cost is 900, which means my profit, subtracting the raw materials cost out, is 350 rupees. So the customer pays 300 rupees less than the normal scenario, but the restaurant makes 100 rupees more profit than in the normal scenario. It is a little bit counterintuitive, but that's the power of guaranteed volume of sales.
Correct.
When you know that you are folding it along with your regular preparation, you can completely remove the OPEX and still make the same profit.
Great. I think this is a genius thought process, because we have seen in the industry that we get unreasonable discounts. Unreasonable discounts in the sense restaurant owner give discount, customers get the benefits, but restaurant owner doesn't make profits out of the discount.
Absolutely.
But what you have really formulated is technically you are showing. It is not randomly you are giving. Technically you are showing the advantages of the restaurant owners, why they should give the discount and when they should give, obviously for pre-orders. And you are showing the restaurant owners, this is like you are not spending for the OPEX, because I give you better utilization and better efficiency through my solution, because of which you get predictable volumes. You are also complementing the consumers. So even today it's possible that anybody can go to a restaurant and say I need 4 buckets, 5 buckets, and probably one might get a 5% discount. I have gotten it from some of the restaurants.
Right.
But even that 5% discount, after giving that unpredicted volume, there are high chances that they sell out of biryani. They go out of the biryani, right? So probably for the next customer, they have to say, sorry, we are sold out at a much earlier time. Let's say lunch is closed by 3:30. At 1 o'clock, they might say, sorry, we are sold out. Right. So it is not really creating a win-win situation today. I think so. You found a gap which I don't think anybody else in the world have seen.
One thing I want to differ from that is every restaurant owner knows that having pre-booked orders costs them less to prepare.
Oh, they know it already.
Absolutely. Because if your plan is to prepare 20 kgs and you only add on 2 more kgs because a pre-order has come, they know that their operating expense gets folded in to the original preparation, not the pre-booked order, right? So they can charge less, but I am guilty of it too. We charge the same menu price because we assume that the customer doesn't know or care about my operating expenses, even though I make double the profit. So imagine if a pre-booked order is coming my way, and so a customer has come in and says, I want a bucket biryani tomorrow. I just show him the menu. He's probably used to that rate of 1200 and he's willing to pay 1200. Why go out of the way and tell him that you are saving me money by telling me ahead of time, so I want to charge you less, right? So many restaurant owners look at it in a transactional fashion. They want to maximize the profit, obviously. And the customer is not there to object. And many times the customer might have gone to one of the branches of a chain restaurant where he assumes that the manager doesn't have the authority to give them the discount, right? So he's okay to pay the regular price where the restaurant had every chance to give them a discount. So every restaurant owner knows this concept. It's just that me having come from a tech background, it just didn't sit well with me. I wanted to break that mold and create a business structure through which customers can actually demand that discount without affecting the restaurant's regular profit margins, right? It's unfair to push the restaurants against the wall and say, because I'm pre-booking, give me a discount at your expense. Our model is there to make sure that the restaurants still get the same profit without compromising that, and the customer also gets a discounted rate. So all I did was formalizing this already known concept into a solution that was easily accessible by the customers. We are just a platform through which customers can choose their favorite restaurant, place their pre-orders, and restaurants honor those bookings. And so when the restaurant knows that this is my raw material cost, anything above this is profitable, we have this price discovery algorithm where customers are encouraged to propose what offer they want to give of a price above the raw material cost, right? The restaurant lists the most basic price with a maybe 100 rupee margin or 200 rupee margin. And we have this bidding process where each customer comes in and says, okay, I want to give 10 rupees more than the base price. Another customer says, I want to give 10 rupees more than the previous bidder, right? And it keeps moving up. And remember, this is not to trigger a visual of food being displayed in front of customers and says who wants to pay more, okay, highest bidder takes it. This is a intelligent algorithm which is a pricing strategy trying to fix a price for the food which is only going to be prepared tomorrow, right? So it's a price discovery strategy. So as more and more customers come in and are willing to pay more than the base price that was fixed, but still less than the regular menu price, at the end of the bidding interval, we choose the top 5 bidders and confirm their orders at the prices that they were comfortable offering, right? That's why our app is called MyFoodMyPrice, because let's say they bid against each other and the highest price had gone up to 800, right? That 800 was 10 rupees more than when someone was at 790, and that is above when someone was at 780. So because this is for food that is only going to be prepared tomorrow, we are not restricted to select one highest bidder, because we are not dealing with rare antiques or paintings with limited stock. It's only going to be prepared tomorrow. So why restrict it to one winner when we can give it to 5 winners? So the person who was at 800 takes it at 800, and he's also going to have the chance to say, I want 10 buckets at 800 or 5 buckets at 800. So he can choose the quantity of buckets that he wants also at the price chosen by him. Same goes for the one at 790, 780, 770 and 760. So this is like a sliding window or elevator of 5 people that keeps moving up, and at the end of the bidding interval, the top 5 people get it at the price that they have chosen to offer.
Okay, so that means you are not limiting the quantity that they can order.
Yes.
You are only limiting the number of people who can be a part of this bidding interval.
Yeah, as many people, many people can come and participate, but we select the top 5 people because only then customers will bid and keep raising the price up, right? So we want to be fair to the restaurants as well. They are willing to take anything above a certain profit margin, but we want to open up the opportunity to increase it beyond that price as well. If 550 was the raw material cost and the bidding starts at 650, we don't want all orders to be just at 650. So we want to have the opportunity to increase the price from there also to maximize the possible profit while still giving discounts to the customer. So if it goes to 800, from 800, the top 5 people will get the order confirmed at the rates that they have offered.
Okay, got it. So is there any possible scenario that the customer is going through a bidding process, right? And it is anyway above the raw material price, But is it really possible that, let's say, a biryani is selling, a chicken biryani, a restaurant is selling for 1200 rupees, and the base price is, let's say, starting at 550? Is there really possible that in this bidding process the demand gets so high and customer ended up paying 1300 or 1400? Is it
No,
possible?
our algorithm takes care of that.
You have a
So
capping.
we have a cap. So
Once the maximum threshold is achieved,
exactly,
you said this is the maximum.
exactly. So we have two ways of pre-booking. One is this price discovery method. Another one is a fixed discounted price, because
Okay.
the price discovery bidding concept is open like 4-5 times a day,
Okay.
right? And that too only if the restaurant wants to enable that option.
Okay.
The other one is the fixed discounted price, where the restaurant lists that 1200 rupee chicken biryani bucket at 900, for example, right? So a customer who basically missed the bidding window can always come to the app, place their order. The price will be 900, which is still 300 rupees less than the regular menu price. He can choose how many buckets he wants at that price, choose a future pickup date, and make the payment and place the order. Yeah.
Got it. So there are two types in this whole process.
Yes.
One is a bidding thing, which is kind of gamified stuff, and another is the fixed thing that the restaurants already decide I'm going to give this much of discount. That's a standard thing.
Correct.
And in that, any number of people can place
Any
the
number
order.
of people can purchase.
Fair enough.
Right. So let's say 10 orders come, including the price discovery concept as well as the fixed discounted price for tomorrow. When the restaurant has already decided that they're going to prepare 20 kgs of biryani, they're going to increment the 20 by the 10 pre-orders that have come and prepare one batch of 30. Right. And that is why the additional 10 they're able to provide at the discounted rates, because that doesn't incur any operating expense.
Okay. So in every step, you make sure that customers are rewarded for taking an action one day ahead.
Yes.
Also making sure that restaurant who's fulfilling this whole order is getting profited. And at the same time, it is usually like restaurant owners, how they think is like, okay, if customer is paying more, why don't I take it? But you are like, you still want to pass that benefit to the customer.
Yes, and to the restaurant, because if the order had to come to outside of MyFoodMyPrice, right? So if the order had to come to this restaurant, it would have been the result of their own marketing or obviously their quality, but the choices are enormous for the customer, right? So here we freeze the order for this tied up restaurant. So the order has come here, right? So it is much better to have that order in the bag rather than hoping that the customer will come to me tomorrow and pay regular price, especially when both bring the same profit to the restaurant, right? So here it's a confirmed order, pre-booked order. You know exactly how much incremental quantity you are going to prepare. So every restaurant wants to go a little bit above their comfort zone. So okay, I know 20 are going to get sold anyway. For example, it's possible that the restaurant wants to fancy their chances of, okay, let's try 25 today or 30 today. Now, when they do that, they might sell out early or they may end up wasting food, right? But here, we are telling the restaurants, increase your production only based on the pre-booked orders. So 20 you know are going to get sold. Anything more that you want to prepare, go based on the orders that you have received, the pre-orders that you have received, and they are confirmed because customers already paid for it.
Yeah, so you are not trying to disturb the live orders, because restaurants, based on their experience, they already know, okay, this is my predictable volume. Based on their previous data and previous experience, they already know the predicted volume.
Yes.
What is unpredicted is these kind of bulk orders, sudden decisions. So you are habituating a particular pattern and behavior in the consumers to just think one day ahead. And to think one day ahead, I am going to give you some rewards.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, it's not unheard of, right? We do this all the time when we are planning our trip, when we are booking our flights, when we are booking our train ticket. Nobody just waits for the day before the trip wanting to book Tatkal, right? Unless they have some reason for having waited till that day. But we have normalized last minute booking when it comes to food, right? So we wait till the last minute until we are hungry, until the guests have arrived, to open a food delivery application and order food to be delivered home, because we are so used to the convenience that we forget that it has just costed you double of what it
Correct.
should, right?
Correct.
So we in our application we reward the planning process. We want to help the customer save money, and when they book ahead of time, they know they are going to get a better rate. Many of these food delivery applications, the cost that they list it at in their applications is 30-40% higher
Yeah,
than
inflated.
the menu cost,
Yeah.
right? Now, we pride ourselves in saying that our prices are usually 30% less than the menu cost.
That is
Right?
impressive.
Imagine. So, when it's less than the menu cost itself, imagine how much less it is from the food delivery applications.
Correct. It's much,
Right.
much more.
And so, just imagine this scenario, right? There are three people standing in a pickup counter of a restaurant. One guy is a online application delivery person, a delivery agent. Another person is one who has walked in and he wants a bucket of biryani. The third person is one who has booked through MyFoodMyPrice. The delivery customer has paid 1,500 rupees for that bucket of biryani, out of which, after the commissions go away, the restaurant still gets 1,200 only. The second who has just walked in, he has just paid 1,200 and is waiting for his order to be packed. In both of these cases, the restaurant got only 1,200, right? And because it's an unpredictable order, the production cost was 950. So the profit made through the online order as well as the walk-in customer are both 250 rupees, even though the customers paid two different prices. The third person who pre-booked paid only 900, but his production cost for that bucket he is going to get is only 550. So the profit for the restaurant is 350 rupees. The person who has paid the lowest has brought the highest profit to the restaurant. But here's the kicker. The packing person is taking out biryani and packing 3 buckets all from the same deksha of biryani.
Correct.
They are all going to get the same food, same taste, all prepared in one batch, but 3 people have paid 3 different prices, and the person who paid the lowest brings in the highest margin for the restaurant.
Just by planning it in
Just
advance.
by planning ahead of time. Yeah.
3 different scenarios. In India, we were used to only always 2 scenarios. One is walk-in
Yes.
or online delivery. And now you are introducing a new category called pre-ordered pickup,
Correct.
right? So
Pre-book, prepay, pickup, right?
pre-book, prepay, pickup. So customer also can kind of, avoid some stress, because tomorrow I go suddenly and order 5 buckets from a restaurant. There are high chances that they might say I have only 3.
Very
For
true.
the other 2, I have to go somewhere else.
Right.
And if I take a risk of, okay, I don't want to give different food to all my guests, so let me go to the next restaurant and take all the 5 kg from there. And what if they have only 2 kg?
Correct.
So a lot of chaos. So it is by pre-ordering, even though it is just planning it one day ahead, we are stress free. Okay, tomorrow my food is sorted.
Exactly.
That is one thing.
The restaurant is basically there waiting for you to come and take it.
Yes, please come and take it. So you are solving that problem. But just by planning it ahead, stress is gone. Second thing is, because they are planning it ahead, their stress is also gone, and they are getting some discount also.
Yes,
And because restaurant is able to predict it, they are able to kind of offset their OPEX, and they can pass that benefit to the restaurant as a discount
to the customer as the
Yeah,
discount.
so it's a very revolutionary model that you have formulated.
I mean, people are so used to tech adoptions nowadays, and when they're so used to these small discounts that they get in different places, why not entice them to pre-book at a discounted rate, especially when it benefits restaurants?
Wonderful.
It gives them guaranteed sales. It increases their revenue. Because of increasing the volume of sales, they can actually benefit in terms of negotiating better deals with their vendors, right? So as opposed to buying 1 ton of rice a week for a restaurant, now their demand is more sales is happening. So now they want 2 tons of rice every day, every week, right?
Yeah,
They can negotiate the
it's a
rice rate.
cascading effect.
Cascading effect.
The
Exactly.
same principle is now going to be applied to that vendor also, who is
Exactly.
going to send you that one vehicle
Yeah.
to send those many number
Perfect.
of rice bags.
Perfect
Now,
example.
boss, one driver is going,
Yeah.
one loading, unloading guy is
Yeah.
going, and the vehicle has more capacity now,
Absolutely.
right?
That's
So
true.
you put another 100 kgs of bag and send it. So it is a complete cascading effect.
Exactly.
Everybody is ready to follow this principle and really offer discounts
True.
when it comes to volumes, because the fulfillment cost is going to be the same,
True.
right?
True. True.
So wonderful thing. So now, just one random thing, I mean, based on our conversation that I got, do you think now that this particular concept is more suitable for bulk orders,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, to eat one meal tomorrow, why I have to decide today?
Absolutely.
So bulk orders,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
I would say it's the perfect of the perfect. But now let's think in this direction. Now cloud kitchens. I am
Mhm.
asking you this question. Maybe you can consider for cloud kitchens.
Mhm.
So cloud kitchens are now literally, why they are cloud kitchens, because they are fully relying on online delivery platforms, right?
Correct. Correct.
So if anybody gets a pickup order in a cloud kitchen, they are not going to say no.
Yeah.
Only that there is no way which is available now.
Correct.
So do you think MyFoodMyPrice can also introduce a pickup on the price of aggregators on a discounted pickup live order? Do you think it is possible?
Where a customer comes and picks up from
Picks
a cloud
up.
kitchen?
You tell boss, you order, it is 40% more. You go and take it, it's 40% less.
Absolutely. And there are so many cloud kitchens and home bakers that have signed up with MyFoodMyPrice.
For live orders also.
Oh, okay. So you're asking about live orders.
Live orders.
Okay. Not live orders. We operate on the principle of pre-book, prepay
Correct.
pickup.
So what
right?
I'm trying to ask is,
Yeah.
pre-book even for a live order. If I book,
Okay.
let's say half an hour before,
Okay.
that is a pre-book. I am talking about bulk orders. Yes, I
Right.
cannot order half an hour before
Sure.
for 5 buckets of biryani.
Sure.
But one portion biryani I can order half an hour before,
Okay.
and they also want to sell it. Especially I'm talking about cloud kitchens, not
Okay.
only the restaurants.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
So probably I'm asking, even as a consumer, I would love to do that. As a
Okay.
business owner, I would be happy to take
Mhm.
that cloud kitchen
Sure.
order. Anybody would love to do that, right?
Okay.
So do you think that is possible? Maybe
so
now.
Here's my take on it. Right. The moment you prepare
Mm-hmm.
the food
Mm.
and you're anticipating sales, you lock in the production cost.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So the production cost now includes the raw material cost and the OPEX, and there is that point above which only you can be profitable.
Yes.
Right. So you cannot give discounts below that break-even point. And biryani is such a dish which you cannot prepare on an order-to-order basis. You already prepared it.
Correct.
Right. So when you have an item that is already prepared and in anticipation of sales, there is no reason to go below the production cost just to give a discount. So there is no real benefit that you can pass on to the customer who is doing a live order and he's willing to come and pick up. Yes, we can give it at the regular menu price minus the commissions of the online delivery apps.
That's exactly what I'm asking.
Okay. So yeah, that's possible, but the real price advantage comes through pre-booking and helping the restaurants plan ahead of time.
Plan ahead.
Right. And the other practical aspect of this is that if we bring in live order possibility through our app, now we need to keep track of the available quantity of food in each cloud kitchen. The restaurant has to, or the cloud kitchen has to switch off their product if they come close to selling out. We do not want to get into those complexities at this point of time. Right. We want to be we want to have a very clear vision, bringing confirmed pre-booked orders for restaurants for the next day's preparation. And once it's prepared, we do not want to give them any more live orders because it introduces a lot more complexity where we cannot be true to our goal of giving fair pricing to the customers. But in addition to that, let's say a cloud kitchen has prepared X quantity of whatever dish, and at the end of the day, they do end up wasting, right? It's time to close but not all of what they have prepared has already been sold. We do have an option in our application which can help them give out a flash or trigger a flash discounted sale to recover the food that is about to be wasted.
Maybe a certain number of SKUs.
Yes. So it depends. So if they are going to end up with 2 buckets of wasted biryani, as long as it is still good and not stale, they can trigger a end of day discounted sale. We will take care of notifying the nearby customers, informing them that okay, this restaurant where the normal biryani bucket would have been 1200, the restaurant is willing to give it at say 700. Do you want it?
Who wouldn't take it?
Yeah, I mean, especially if I'm a busy working professional, I'm just heading back home and I haven't had my dinner yet. Okay, I love this restaurant. I like everything about them. It just happens that day they did not get sold out. What this gives to the customer is a discounted offer of the same item, and what it gives to the restaurant is that they can at least recover
The food cost.
the food cost, right?
That's wonderful.
So our solution is complete in the sense that in one side we help them plan their preparation for the next day, and on the other side we help them save on food wastage. Instead of dumping it, you make some money out of it.
Great.
Yeah.
So I can understand that your vision is always two-sided,
Yes.
and of course you are the third side, but you are facilitating and making sure that the two sides, both the parties are
Yeah.
benefited, profitable, they get some outcome out of it, which is rewarding,
Yes.
because of which you do a business.
Exactly.
That is so great. So now we are talking about a win-win situation. You as an aggregator, of course you are an aggregator, but we see a win-win situation in this case for pre-orders.
Right.
Now, just again randomly asking, we are living in a country where we have huge volumes of online delivery.
Yes.
And in this ecosystem, currently, sadly or unfortunately, there are a lot of good work that has been happening in the last 7-8 years through aggregators. The industry is so huge today because of the two famous duopoly of aggregators in delivery platforms. There is no doubt about that.
Correct.
Industry's growth they have helped. But when we see the stakeholders and people who are part of the supply chain and the ecosystem, restaurant owners or cloud kitchen owners, they are not happy with the margins, and customers are not happy because of the inflated price, and delivery boys are also seem to be okay. But aggregators, we see they are going next stage of funding, and IPO. And again, I'm not trying to point out anything negative, but from the industry I want to bring this point and ask your opinion on this. So when we see the live online delivery, we have still a scope for somebody to still come and make everybody happy. Do you think MyFoodMyPrice, if not today, can do some contribution to this in the future?
Okay. So our vision is very clear, right? We want to bring predictable orders to the restaurants. Anytime you have prepared something or at least prepped up the raw materials, you are now stepping into zero guarantee territory, right? Whatever you have prepped for, the orders might come, may not come. When that gap is there, you cannot really bring down the pricing that much, right? Because it's like a mobile store having bought mobile phones in bulk, the price is fixed. So there's only so much low you can go.
Correct.
But here we have the luxury and the privilege of being able to prepare the product that you're selling each and every day. And when you can be given these predictable orders and guaranteed orders, when you include that in your regular preparation, you are running a business within a business. So the machinery is there. It's operating at 70% capacity. You are now able to add 10 more % capacity based on confirmed orders, but using the same infrastructure, right? So we go core into the concept of benefiting the customer because they pre-booked, benefiting the restaurants based on the pre-booked orders. We do not want to deviate from that and step into the territory of live orders because it's a zero guarantee territory. Right?
So you don't want to step into that.
We do not want to step into that.
You want to be sticking to your purpose.
Yeah. Of course.
Great.
Because that is the only way you can guarantee zero wastage, right?
So working towards helping restaurants on zero wastage policy and everything.
Yeah. So I remember talking to a very famous restaurant owner. After pitching My Food My Price to him to tie up with us for just 15-20 minutes, he got the deal, right? He got what we were doing. He asked me only one question. He said, "So Naim, you're telling me that unless I get an order today for tomorrow, I don't have to prepare anything extra, right?" I said, "Sir, absolutely, that's true. That's all we do." He said, "It's a no-brainer. Sign us up." Right? So I went back and thought, why did he ask me that one question and one question only?
That's such a painful question.
That shows his pain, because all his experience with these online delivery apps has been, I'm preparing in anticipation of these orders. In my case, unless you have an order, you're not even preparing extra. You could go 10 days without any order from My Food My Price to your restaurant. Have you wasted any food? No, because you haven't even prepared anything, because no order had come. But the 11th day, when an order comes, just one bucket additional, you prepare one more additional bucket of biryani, which has already been paid for, and it has a profit margin on it.
Okay, so you as a business owner and founder of My Food My Price, you are okay to not do business with a particular restaurant for 10 days. You are okay to be not getting an order or a deal fulfilled through one restaurant for 10 days, but you want to make sure that that restaurant doesn't waste 1 rupee also unnecessarily.
I mean, yeah, that's the
You want to
consequence.
make money only when they are healthy.
Absolutely.
You don't want to make unfair money.
Yeah, because the moment we say, look, we can bring you live orders, so one day they may get one order, another day they may get 20 orders. So how are they going to be ready for our orders? Is it 10 or 1 or 20, right? So we don't want to get into that. We'll give you confirmed orders, and only when you have these orders, you incrementally prepare the next day. It's all guaranteed sales, right? So we go back to that core element of pre-book, prepay, pickup, and we encourage customers to go and pick up, because the price that they have paid, there's nothing extra they need to do if they go and pick up.
Correct.
But in case for some reason they get tied up, they want it to be delivered, they can always ask the restaurant to deliver it to them, or they can book any other purely delivery services and pay extra for that, right? So we are trying to inculcate that discipline in the customers. And so I remember addressing a group of marathoners, an event that we had sponsored. I took the stage and I said, all of you have assembled here at 5:30 in the morning to run this marathon. Do you think running this marathon is going to suddenly make you healthy? Right? Because it's one run. It's, you have to consistently do something in regular intervals as a habit if you want to get the real benefit out of it.
Correct.
The same way as this concept applies to health, the same concept also applies to saving money, right? You might feel elated saving 1,000 rupees on a toy, but you don't even think about how much extra you're spending on delivery apps because you did not plan ahead of time. So make it a habit to plan your meals ahead of time. Using My Food My Price, plan ahead for your events. And when you habituate yourself to saving money in every single one of your orders, this small savings will compound and become a big savings. So we want to keep that option always open for the customers.
Wonderful. Now, I'm able to think about a challenge here, especially for My Food My Price and restaurant owners, because cancellation, right?
Yeah.
A very big challenge. So let's say I, as a consumer, I order something, 5 buckets of mutton biryani for tomorrow,
Okay.
and some emergency came.
Yeah.
Now I tell I want to cancel. So is there a cancellation policy that you have?
Absolutely. I'll first tell you how it works in the normal cases, right? So an online order comes, let's say a Zomato or a Swiggy order comes, right? And the customer calls and says, I want to cancel, or they cancel through the app. They have to bear a penalty. Sometimes
Yes.
it's 100% of the money paid.
Yes.
And the reason it is that way is because the restaurant has already started preparing the food,
of course.
and it's fair because okay, if it doesn't get sold out or the
Right.
restaurant is going to
Right.
be at a loss, so the cancellation penalty is has to be there. In our case, we allow pre-bookings for a future date from 1 day ahead of that date up to 30 days ahead of that date. So you could literally pre-book for tomorrow or pre-book for next week
Oh.
or 10 days from now. Okay. Now, let's say you have pre-booked a week ahead of your event. You have until 5 p.m. of the day before your pickup
Mm-hmm.
to cancel it for full refund.
Okay, so 5 p.m. of today,
If your pickup is tomorrow,
until
you
5
have
p.m. I
until
can.
5 p.m. of today to tell the restaurant through our app that, hey, sorry, something happened. Okay. So we will issue the full refund to the customer in good faith because, see, this person has already paid money for an event, and usually it's a big amount, right? Not in the hope of disrupting
Cancelling.
any business,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if an event has to be cancelled, something must have gone wrong.
Correct,
right?
correct.
And so we want to play fair for the customer also.
Hmm.
We give the full refund to the customer, especially because the restaurant hasn't even started preparing yet.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
But beyond 5 p.m., there is a good chance that the restaurant has already prepping, started prepping, ordering meat, ordering the raw materials necessary for tomorrow's pickup. Now we don't want to go put a spanner in their wheel and say, take this out, this order is not coming tomorrow. So we don't want to disrupt that. So we have this, okay, get full refund if you cancel before 5 p.m. for tomorrow's pickup, or there's no refund.
Fair enough.
Right? So we want to be fair to the restaurant as well.
Yes,
Um,
because not all the vendors give you the raw materials at a phone call. You
Yeah.
have to
Exactly.
tell in advance.
Exactly. We have one restaurant which was very adamant in saying that if there is a cancellation, you need to tell us 2 days before of time.
Yeah, fair enough.
We kind of worked around it and we kind of convinced them that try one day first. It was a big deal for them. So I can only assume the bigger you are, the more days ahead you are planning. Right?
Yeah, of course.
So we want to play that game.
Because there are
fairly.
payment cycles involved, credit cycles involved.
Exactly. And the full refund concept works because we do a weekly payment to the restaurants, right? Because the customer pays the app and we release the payments on a weekly basis to the restaurants. So at the time when the cancellation happened, the money is still with the brand, with MyFoodMyPrice. So it's okay to just refund it back to the customer. We want to play fair.
Great. So what is your payout cycle?
The payout is every week.
Okay.
Every
Which
Monday.
day?
Every Monday.
Every Monday.
Yeah.
So Monday to Sunday, whatever happens.
Whatever orders have been
Monday you
fulfilled,
want to give.
Monday we will make the payout.
Okay, very fair, because the current practice in the delivery aggregator system is probably Monday to Sunday business on a Wednesday or Sunday to Saturday business on a Wednesday. I don't know for what reason. Reconciliation and everything, today we are living in AI world, and I don't think reconciliation is really a big deal. So you are like, you don't want to simply hold anybody's money for so long, right? So Monday to Sunday it comes, next day Monday you take your money. So what I could understand from whatever we discussed is, throughout the whole discussion I can see only one thing, that is fairness. You want to be fair.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that is key. If you want to win in anything, you have to be fair and win. Otherwise, you don't deserve the win. Right?
Correct.
All are involved, including I'm being fair to myself as well.
Of
Right?
course.
So
of
my
course.
brand is there doing a business. We do take commission to enable orders from customers to go to the restaurants.
Yeah, you are enabling tech for them.
So we are doing the marketing for those restaurants. We are attracting customers to download the app and look at all these restaurants which are tied up with us. We have expenses in building the application, to do the marketing, to get the word out. So I'm just trying to be fair to all the parties involved, including myself.
Great. So I can get your point. In the beginning you said you got a pain about the food wastage and predictability that triggered you to think about MyFoodMyPrice. Apart from that, have you got any inspiration from any other? You also told about the flight booking, the train booking, the variable pricing,
Of course.
based on the demand and the availability, how it's variably priced.
Right.
All those things I could understand. But beyond this, do you have any other inspiration which really pushed you towards this vision?
Okay. Yeah, I can think of a couple of companies in the US. I was there working for Dell for 12 years.
Hmm.
So we got exposed to a lot of startups in Silicon Valley, and I studied some of them.
Hmm.
And one company that really helped me formulate this model was Priceline. Priceline was a travel flight, hotel, rental car booking platform, which was the first time I saw allowed customers to name their own price.
Oh.
Yeah. So imagine we would be booking a flight from San Francisco to New York, JFK, and the general going rate of that flight on that day, by looking at all other travel websites, would be around, say, $250. Right? But Priceline would come up and say, okay, how much do you want to pay for this? So being the nerds that we were, we would say, okay, let's try $70. It would think for 10 seconds, check with all the available airlines, and it would come back and say, no airlines accepted your offer, but do you want to bid again and try? But the catch was, you had to change at least one parameter in your flight booking itinerary, right? It could be the travel date, it could be the source airport or the destination airport or the class of your flight. Some parameter had to be changed before you could try your bid again within your login, right? So now the reason it is there is to put a check on someone not just incrementing $1 every bid and seeing what sticks and trying to get the lowest price. So I mean, we would change the airport from SFO to nearby airports like San Jose or Oakland, or we would change the destination airport from JFK to LaGuardia and try the next bid, but I'll be more reasonable this time, right? So I'll do like $120 or $130. And sometimes it would come back and say, congrats, United accepted your offer, right? So we would be extremely elated, and we would do this for hotel booking as well as rental cars. You'd get the best price possible. And this is the concept of pre-booking, where you are giving a confirmed order to the airline or the hotel room or the rental car at a cheaper price, but it's a confirmed deal at a lower price. So this always stayed with me. And another company that inspired me was Groupon. Groupon obviously shows the power of guaranteed volume of sales. It would go to some service like a car wash who gives car washes at, let's say, $15. It would go to them and say, if I can bring you 100 customers to your door, can you give it at $8? And only if I bring 100 customers, right, and I meet the target. They say yes. Groupon lists each of the car wash coupons for $10 each, so they make $2 per car wash. And customers start purchasing the car wash coupon for $10 each, right? So they save $5. Let's say only 70 got sold. The deal is off for all 70. They need, 100 customers need to have purchased, because the deal that Groupon made with the car wash company is that he would bring 100 customers to their doorstep. Only then the price would be $8 according to them, right? So the moment the 100th customer purchases that coupon, the deal becomes active for all 100. They can use it, within the specified time. They have only paid $10 each, and the car wash got $8 each. It is okay with getting $8 instead of $15, because the 7 remaining dollars that it seemingly lost was actually a real customer that has walked in, right? How many times do we spend money on social media marketing or flyers or billboards without knowing how much has that money worked for you? How many customers did it bring? Here, the customer is already in, and you're giving them a $7 discount, right? So this is the power of guaranteed volume of sale, when you can lower your price based on how many customers are going to come. And these two companies, I did not know at that time, but it would play a very major role in helping me formulate this concept of My Food, My Price.
Wonderful. So you took inspiration from other startups.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in your own restaurant, you saw a certain pain point, and you just connected the dots.
Yeah.
And that became a huge solution for the industry, right? So currently, which are the cities you are operating?
Okay. So we started in our hometown Erode, where Biryani Palayam was launched, and then that was the first place we launched My Food My Price. Then we launched in several zones of Chennai. We are in Salem, we are in Coimbatore, we are in Pondicherry, and we are entering Bangalore as well. And the way that we are expanding across several cities is through an area partnership model. Rather than having our own employed staff running the show in every city, we are opening area partnerships where someone can be the owner of our franchise in that city,
Okay.
and they can run it as their own business, bringing in good restaurants to onboard in our app. They would take care of the localized marketing, where the brand takes care of the centralized marketing, and based on the sales, we have a revenue split between the area partner and the brand. So we have area partners in Chennai, Salem, Pondicherry, Coimbatore, Bangalore. Interesting, as far as Pondicherry goes, one of the best restaurants of Pondicherry is tied up with My Food My Price, and the owner of that restaurant is also our area partner.
Wow.
Okay, this just goes to show how genuine of a idea this is for a restaurant owner to not only appreciate the concept enough to tie up with us, but take this up as their own business and promote it among other restaurants. Because one thing I'll never forget what he said. He said, the way that we had to increase our prices got us so disconnected from the customers that we originally started off intending to serve. And now having this concept allows us to get back to them, bring them back to us, allow them to taste our good food again. So we are making that kind of an impact.
Wonderful. So easily the way it is received, even though you started in Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, now you can easily say that it will go all over India.
That's something that is very close to my heart also. Because any city in Tamil Nadu or Karnataka, we could have run it ourselves, right, with our own staff. But I still wanted to do it in the area partnership model because I wanted to be able to scale to any city in India or abroad through the area partnership model. And I do not want, when I get a call from a person in Delhi, for example, wanting to be an area partner, right? I don't want that to be the very first time that I start thinking about area partnership. I want to have this framework already working, the foundation laid, and which can be easily replicated in any city in India or abroad, where individuals or entities can become area partners, run it as their own business, just like they would run a franchise restaurant, right? So the same concept. The brand is there, it is working. You own that brand in that zone or that location and make that brand work for you.
Got it. Lovely.
Yeah. So it is hugely scalable. It can be replicated in any city, and there are going to be good local restaurants which are onboarded into our app. Marketing would be done, and sales can happen in any city.
Wonderful. I think this particular model is also, I feel, easily applicable to tier 3 places also, where a lot of pre-orders and tier 3s are picking up crazily in volumes.
Sure.
And the growth.
Yeah. Sometimes brought up a good point. We underestimate the power of tier 2.5 to 3. I would say Erode is tier 2.5, but that is bringing us the maximum revenue today. Even in my own restaurant, through Zomato and Swiggy, almost 40% of our sales was Zomato and Swiggy. So with the world having become a global village, with everything accessible through online applications, the distinction doesn't exist anymore as far as using the online applications anymore. There could be in terms of maybe possibly education and opportunities, industrial opportunities, but in terms of utilizing these facilities, no tier 3 or tier 2 city is less than a tier 1 city.
Correct.
I think.
Wonderful. From the beginning of our discussion, we have been discussing about restaurants, pre-orders, bulk orders, and then we also discussed about the possibility of how you can help cloud kitchens. And you explained about whatever you want to do, it should stick to your value and vision only when you do. all those things we discussed. And there is one more category also, like home chefs and home bakers. They are there, and there are some people who take pre-orders as well, right? So do you think home chefs or home bakers can also use My Food My Price, or are they already using it?
Absolutely, they can use, and they are using it. For every proper restaurant that signs up with us, we have at least 3 or 4 home bakers that are signing up
Oh,
with us. Yeah, because it really works out for them. It's very difficult for them to have predictable sales through Zomato or Swiggy, because going back to the unpredictable nature, right?
Correct.
You have to sit in anticipation of when an order is going to come. And these are like housewives, or folks who want to showcase their proficiency in cooking, their talent, and they don't have a huge number of resources behind them. Most of the time these are solopreneurs too, right? So they are really attracted to the concept of getting these orders ahead of time, helping them plan the preparation for the next day, purchasing sometimes even the raw materials based on these orders. So it just helps them out because they have limited resources, and pre-bookings go a long way in guaranteeing those sales. We have a lot of home bakers who are very unique in their own way. Some use only millets for their production. Some do not use any eggs, and they put their unique touch in every preparation. So by definition, they cannot prepare 5 cakes and wait for the orders to come.
Correct.
So they would much rather get these pre-orders and react to these orders and prepare them the next day.
Wonderful. So it is clearly evident that based on whatever we discussed, forget about what kind of F&B business model you are into. But if you want pre-orders, then you are the solution for it. It can be restaurants, it can be cloud kitchen, home kitchen, maybe cafe, maybe we don't know, maybe even bars and pubs, we don't know. But if anybody wants a pre-order for food pickup, then this is the solution.
Yeah. Can I add one more to that list? College cafeterias.
College cafeterias.
Right.
Okay.
So
in what way you think college cafeterias?
Sure. So universities and colleges have cafeterias where there could be, let's say, 10,000 students. But the cafeteria has no idea how many out of the 10,000 are going to want my lemon rice tomorrow.
Yes, that's a very big problem.
Right? Or my mushroom biryani tomorrow, right? So how much are they going to prepare and keep ready? When the student comes to the cafeteria hoping to buy something, they may not have it. So we are approaching these universities and college managements to choose us to become their pre-booking partner for cafeteria sales the next day. Now, we don't want any commission from these sales. All we want is to benefit the cafeteria by planning ahead. We want to benefit the students so that they don't stand in long queues only to learn that the item is not available anymore and waste time. So the students can use our app to say, so tonight the cafeteria will know tomorrow there are like 300 orders for lemon rice, 200 orders for curd rice or meals or whatever, right? So the next day they will prepare according to the order, of course with some additional buffer for walk-ins. So the student can straight away go to the pickup counter, show their screenshot, their order is waiting for them. They can, minimize the wasted time. Like I said, we do not want any commission out of this. We want to give this as a service to the, cafeteria, the university running it, with a selfishness that the students who are going to use it for the day-to-day orders to these cafeterias will have occasions where they need
it's a fair thing.
Pre-orders for their family function or their whatever need for the future, and they are going to use our app to order from a commercial restaurant, and we'll take commission.
It's a fair
that,
exchange,
right?
I think.
So
doing a service, and in return, whenever they need an opportunity to order, why not?
So this increases our app utilization, right? So the downloads that apps chase, but the reward for us is the long-term connection with those students who eventually are going to get a job, throw a treat, get married, throw a treat, like have a kid, throw a treat, and get a promotion. So when we become part of their college life, we hope to remain with them lifelong, and so that is the distance of our vision. Today.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Slow, steady, and with driven with purpose.
Yeah. Don't you remember the conversations you might have had in your college cafeteria? Right. So incidents that happen in your school, college, you always take it with you.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
we want to be part of that phase of their life.
Wow. Wonderful. So, what's been the toughest part of building My Food, My Price? Is it tech or adoption or mindset shift?
I think the biggest challenge has been the mindset shift. Um, Merely because restaurants are so used to the concept of, why should I give a discount just for a pre-order, right? They kind of assume that this customer would have come to me anyway tomorrow. So if he would have come to me anyway, why should I, give him a discount just because he came today, right? What they fail to realize is that the customer has taken the pains to come and give them the pre-order, which if he had waited till the last minute, in the spur of the moment, the order could have gone somewhere else as well, right? So a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. The order that has already come in is actually worth, in value, two orders that would have come tomorrow, right? So a confirmed order is that valuable. And why not reward that value is our proposition. But restaurants sometimes kind of think that he was my regular customer anyway. So it takes some time. I gave you the example about that one restaurant owner who was like, sign us up, it's a no-brainer. On the other side of the spectrum, we do have restaurant owners that fail to get it initially, and that kind of delays the tie-up a little bit. But now that we have this food recovery aspect as well, no restaurant can claim to be totally food wastage free.
Correct.
There's always going to be days when the sales was unpredictable and you ended up about to waste some food, and they can always tie up with us and not even open the pre-booking option, but just be ready to use us to trigger a flash sale. And then as time goes on, the data will be there of how much food wastage was converted to money through our app, and we can at that time propose them planning on the front end for tomorrow's preparation. Another objection that restaurants have brought up is, okay, why should I give it at a lesser cost? Well, it takes that mind shift to kind of realize that it's a confirmed order. You're only spending the raw material cost on the additional preparation, so you can give it at a lesser cost while still making the same or more profit.
The mindset shift is the primary challenge with few restaurant partners who are yet to understand the model.
Yes, and not only the mindset shift on the restaurant side, customers as well. Okay, we do our marketing, customers love this idea, but their requirement is not tomorrow, right? So it's not like Zomato or Swiggy where orders flow due to impulsive ordering, right? Okay, I'm hungry now, I use Zomato and Swiggy. But so in our case, the customer is really happy that this option exists, but he has no need to use it today. There's no function tomorrow, right? So by the time it is time for him to think about the next event, we might be out of mind for him.
Yeah, so it's basically a lot of continuous awareness, creation,
marketing. So that is a challenge that we are facing. So mindset shift from the restaurant perspective, and the intensity and the continuation of marketing that we need to keep doing for the restaurant customer side.
Great. So have you also helped the restaurant partners scale their revenue through your marketing, through My Food, My Price?
Yeah, absolutely. Because every single order that comes to them through My Food, My Price is an order that possibly was not theirs if left till the last minute, right? So we have a restaurant which scaled up their revenue by 20% just through pre-orders. Just last week, we had one of our best restaurants in Chennai who is tied up with us. They had an order for 9,500 rupees. Okay, 3 bucket biryanis, right? 9,500 rupees. The original price of those 3 buckets, if the customer had gone at the last minute to buy from them, the cost would have been 11,500. But through us, it was 9,500, right? So the customer got a 2,000 rupee discount for pre-booking ahead of time, but they only, and I interviewed the customer, they only ordered from this restaurant because this was the best restaurant in our application, right? So it's possible that that order might have gone to some other restaurant if left till the last minute.
Correct.
So this is how we bring predictable sales, which is an increase in revenue for the restaurants.
Wonderful. So now, when it comes to online ordering, we are in a market which is dominated by giants like Swiggy and Zomato, right? So in a heavily dominated market like this kind of duopoly of giants, where do you see MyFoodMyPrice in the coming years? Do you think it is dominated by them and it's going to be tough for you, or do you think I do a totally different job, so I have no problem with that?
So Swiggy and Zomato tackle one section of the market. They satisfy certain needs of the customers. We are here not to disrupt their business, but to provide an option for the customers to pre-book for their planned events.
To address a different segment of the business.
Myself, as the founder of MyFoodMyPrice, order from Zomato and Swiggy when I need food now, right? MyFoodMyPrice doesn't work for me when I need food now.
Correct,
right?
of course.
So we are here addressing a certain aspect, a certain segment of the customer base who are able to plan, and they are rewarded in that process, and restaurants get predictable sales. Now, there are schedule for later kind of options available in the delivery apps also.
Yes.
Right? But the customer did not get a price discount just because they scheduled for later. Right? That's on the customer side. On the restaurant side, the order reaches them, as far as I could tell from my practical experience, when I had scheduled a order for like 3 hours from that time, but I realized I had forgotten to ask for cutlery, right? Plates and tissues. So I called the restaurant immediately and I said, I just placed an order. Can you please include, spoons, whatever. He said, there's no order. I have not received any order. Right?
Yeah. So based on this, it is clearly evident that it is again and again addressing the live part.
Live part. Even a schedule for later order,
it is also
reaches
considered
the
live.
Restaurant as if it was a live order, like 30 minutes before my requested time of delivery.
Yeah. So it is nowhere considered as okay, I am giving an order in 3 hours from now, do something, plan something.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Yeah. So the restaurant doesn't get the ability to plan ahead for the order because for them it is a live order that has come in. And again, this is based on my practical experience alone. And the customer doesn't get any price advantage. It costed me the same thing even if I had not chosen the schedule for later option. So we are here trying to address and one may argue that okay, everybody is so used to the convenience of immediate home deliveries. Yeah, if you want to completely discard this option, you would be paying higher than what you should, but it doesn't mean the option is wrong, right?
Correct. So they are addressing the live part and you are addressing the pre-paid and pre-pickup part. Exactly. So you are clear on what you are doing.
Yes.
Right. So if you have to pitch MyFoodMyPrice to a home chef in 30 seconds, how would you do?
Okay, here's how I would pitch it. I would ask them, have you ever prepared certain quantities of cakes in anticipation of a Zomato or Swiggy order and the order never came? Wouldn't you like to know one day before how much you need to prepare for tomorrow based on confirmed orders? We are here to give you those confirmed orders from customers who like your quality, like your taste. That's why they chose you. And they're willing to give you the order one day ahead of time. So you can prep your raw materials, be prepared for the customer to come and pick it up tomorrow. It's confirmed, guaranteed sales, zero wastage. So if you want to save on food wastage, on board onto us.
Great. So we run this series of podcasts, right, in the communication, the positioning of Pro Foodpreneur, where we interview successful food entrepreneurs and disruptors and revolutionary minds in the industry, right? So if I have to ask you, how would you define a pro foodpreneur based on your experience? You are a restaurant owner, you are an aggregator. So how would you define a pro foodpreneur?
Okay, a pro foodpreneur would be someone who is able to identify a gap in the food industry and using innovative ideas, trying to solve that real practical problem, right? Usually innovation is all about finding these inefficiencies and making them efficient, seeing something that could be done differently and taking steps towards solving it, right? And when you do it with a purpose in mind, irrespective of whether it brings you monetary benefit or not, you are a pro foodpreneur, and more often than not it is going to be financially rewarding for the startup, the founder as well. And sometimes even the tried and tested models exist possibly because nobody dared to think otherwise. It doesn't mean other ideas don't exist. There are always different ways of solving a problem. Like some people ask me, okay, so Zomato and Swiggy have been around for ages now, and they have not brought in this concept of pre-book for less, because nothing wrong with that. They have a business model where their revenue depends on the commission out of the bill values, right? So, and they are serving a segment of the market which is there wanting the convenience out of their services, and they're willing to pay more, right? It's all fair, but we were able to think beyond that and say that go deep into the economics of running a restaurant food business, and we have created this solution. So similar to this solution, there could be better solutions or different solutions in different aspects of the restaurant or food industry. I highly appreciate and look forward to more disruptive ideas coming up and becoming great companies in the future.
Great. So one more thing, this MyFoodMyPrice is prepaid, pre-order, clear, pre-pickup also. Do you think the same model can be done for prepaid, pre-order and delivery? Do you think delivery will work?
Okay. So as long as delivery is an option that the customer chooses and he knows exactly how much more he's paying for the delivery, and that is something that we are working on. We are working to integrate ourselves with some delivery partners, applications, and
so you're already working on it.
Yeah. So our app will have that feature.
Okay.
Because we want to finalize the price that the customer pays for the food, right? We want to make sure they understand that if they go and pick up, they don't pay anything extra. Now, when you want to add delivery on top of that, that's a separate business. As long as they realize that. So now today what has happened is delivery charges are built in to the bill value
in terms of commissions and inflated prices.
Yeah, and people buy that food because of the delivery.
Because of the delivery, of course.
Right. So here we want to separate the two. We want to keep food
this
as
is
food.
Your food. This is your logistic charge.
Yeah. So this is logistics. Do you want that? Yes or no? If you want, pay extra for that alone. Right. So we are integrating. Our team is working on the API integration with the delivery partners, and it will be ready soon. So the customer have planned to go and pick up, but let's say something happened and they're not able to make it, they can always hit a button and a call will get placed to the delivery partner for him to pick it up, bring it home, and they pay extra for whatever service.
Wonderful. Great.
Yeah. So we're not against delivery. We are all for plan ahead, pre-book, prepay, hopefully pick up so you don't have to pay anything extra.
Correct. Wonderful. Mr. Naim, it was great having this wonderful conversation with you. And whatever you just said is like innovation need not come as a competition. Somebody can solve one problem, somebody else can solve the unaddressed problem, another problem. So together we contribute to the industry, right? So this is a great mindset that, lot of times, food entrepreneurs get onto a vision, and sometimes they get diluted, or they see different opportunities and they jump here and there, really struggling to figure it out. But in your case, it's exceptional to see that you found one problem, drafted some vision and value and purpose, and you don't want to overcomplicate it. You want to simply stick to it. This is what I want to do, this is why I came, this is what I'm going to do, and this is the benefit I'm giving to restaurant owners, and this is the benefit I'm giving to my consumers, my customers, right? And what is so good about this concept is we are currently facing a lot of inflated prices, especially when it comes to aggregator driven orders. While the whole country is behind inflated prices, you have totally taken a reverse direction in which you have really brought something phenomenal in terms of deflating the prices while still making sure that the restaurant partners are profitable, and also customers, they know one thing. Okay, in Swiggy and Zomato, for example, or any aggregator for that matter, not specific to anybody, they know that they get some discount, but they also know that I'm getting discount on an inflated price. So technically, in any way, it is not really, except the convenience part, it is not giving any real price benefit to the consumers. And again, not to criticize any business model, everybody is contributing. But in your case, what is so unique that I saw is you are deflating the price, and also every time you are super conscious that your restaurant owners are not below the food cost. Absolutely. They are profitable, and you are also rewarding the consumers, and you are keeping the ecosystem so balanced that everybody is happy. That is great. That is great. And also the flash sale concept is again going to be rewarding to both the parties, because anybody who want to get into food business, everybody will have myths when it comes to manpower, etc., etc. But one myth is how to handle food wastage. That is a very big problem for anybody which they think about when they want to get into food business. And you are solving that problem, not only for the future entrepreneurs, but even the existing entrepreneurs struggle with that, right? Raw materials already prepared. Flash sale need not be for something like a biryani, maybe for a roti also, maybe, or naan also. They might have prepared the dough, which is going to the shawarma. Shelf life, shawarma, grilled chicken, the shelf life might have it might be going to be an end, right? When it comes to the shelf life. And you are making it so easy for the restaurant owners to clear that without losing the money. Exactly. At the same time, we have a lot of people, especially the students or bachelors. Sometimes if you give them deals, they are so happy to take it, right? Absolutely. So you are also giving them deals. So again, you are making everybody happy in the ecosystem. So with your innovative thought process, it is really impressive to see when everybody was revolving around either online delivery or dine-in bookings. You are able to, based on your experience and the same pain points you faced in your restaurant, you are really able to bring something which helps a lot of food entrepreneurs in the country, which is already helping, and it's going to help a lot of people in the country, and which is going to make our F&B and restaurant ecosystem, cloud kitchen, home kitchen, all this ecosystem very healthy and profitable, which is very much needed for the entrepreneurs and of course for the consumers, right? So I really wish you all the best for all your honest and fair intentions, and I really wish you succeed, not only in India. I wish you go every possible place in the world and help restaurant owners and consumers, through which you also, of course, your business is also fully successful and profitable. I wish you all the best.
Thank you,
Mr. Naim.
The pleasure has been mine. Thank you for hosting me, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much. So guys, you might have witnessed innovation within the boundaries of fairness, right? So not so complicated innovation, but just making sure that the restaurant owners are benefited out of the service that MyFoodMyPrice is really offering through its product, and also making sure that the consumers are benefited out of it. So the restaurant industry is so huge, it is growing every year, immense growth the restaurant industry has been witnessing, and we need lot of solutions for existing problems and sometimes for problems which has never been realized. So my food my price is one such thing, and you might have witnessed how Mr. Naim Tabriz Khan, the founder of MyFoodMyPrice, explained his vision and how he is helping everybody. I hope you enjoyed this session, and like this we are going to bring a lot of legendary food entrepreneurs in the upcoming episodes. So if you like this video, please like it, and subscribe to our channel to watch more of such interesting conversations, and share this with any of your friends who might find this helpful. See you at the next episode. Stay tuned.